Good morning, children. We are on pages 72 and 73 in the science book. Microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and viruses. What is the smallest thing you can see? It could be the tip of your pencil, or a grain of salt. However, there are some things we cannot see with the naked eye, such as microorganisms. These are very small and are only visible through a microscope. Bacteria and fungi are the most studied microorganisms, despite the fact that viruses are not considered to be alive. They are still considered microorganisms because of their small size. All three cause illnesses and diseases. However, bacteria and fungi also benefit our body. For example, the human microbiome defends our body from harmful bacteria. The human microbiome refers to the microorganisms that live on our skin and in our bodies. They protect us from foreign microorganisms. The microscope is an optical science instrument that magnifies small objects using lenses. Bacteria. Bacteria are the smallest and the most abundant living organisms on the planet. Bacteria can be found everywhere: the air, the water, the ground, our bodies, close to volcanoes, and even in places as cold as Antarctica. Bacteria are all unicellular, but there are many different types. Type of bacteria: Coccus. Shape: spherical. Bacillus: rod-shaped. Spirochetes: coiled or spiral-shaped. Vibrio: comma-shaped. Today, scientists disagree on whether or not a virus is alive. Until they can agree, viruses are not considered living things. Fungi. Fungi are organisms that grow in damp areas. Damp means humid. They can be unicellular or multicellular. Yeast, which is a fungus used to make bread, is an example of a unicellular fungus, and mushrooms are multicellular. Fungi are similar to plants because they grow from soil and do not move. However, they do not make their own food. Fungi absorb nutrients from decomposing plants and animals. Viruses. Viruses have such unique characteristics that it is still debated whether they are alive or not. One characteristic is that they depend on another organism to survive. Viruses infect cells and multiply, producing more viruses that infect other cells. It's like coronavirus, right? But this is a representation of the AIDS virus, which is the same as dangerous. Identify which microorganism matches each description. I do not know if I am a living organism because I need another organism to live. This is a virus. I am unicellular and come in different shapes. I am sometimes with others like me. You can also find me in many places, including in many living beings. This is a bacteria. I am usually confused with a plant, but I absorb my nutrients from other organisms. I grow in damp environments and am unicellular or multicellular. This is a fungus. The most studied microorganisms are bacteria and fungi. Bacteria are unicellular and can be grouped according to their shape. Fungi are unicellular or multicellular organisms that absorb nutrients. It is uncertain whether viruses are microorganisms because it is still debated whether or not they are alive.